so I'm starting off by using the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. I've been really enjoying this. I know a lot of people have been talking about it, but I like the way my makeup goes on when I use this, and I also like the way my makeup looks at the end of the day. I just feel like it looks a little bit more smooth and not so like greasy at the end of the day. So then I'm moving on to foundation. I'm using L'Oreal's True Match, and I'm just dotting it all over my face and then blending it out. I kind of wish I would have used like a fuller coverage foundation, only because I'm doing such a dramatic look. But, I mean, at the end of the day, everything turned out to be fine, so there's really nothing to complain about, but you know what I mean. And then, after I'm done buffing all of that in, I'm going into my eye primer, and of course, I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden, and then just blending it all out with my finger. To set the primer, I'm using Maybelline's Dream Wonder powder, which is my favorite. It's like the best setting powder ever. And then I'm moving on to the Naked 2 palettes, and I'm picking up the color Tease on a Sigma E40. I wanted a cooler toned transition color, and the original Naked palette only has like warmer transition shades, so I went into the Naked 2, and I did about 3 layers of this shade. Because I'm doing more of a dramatic look, I wanted to pack on that transition color, so I'm just putting that right above my crease. And then moving into the original Naked palette, mine is so busted. I can't even believe that I broke Sin. I'm so sad. So I'm picking up Gunmetal and packing this on my lid. And I've done so many tutorials using the original Naked palette, and the only tutorial that I don't really have is using this color. So I figured it's time. Let's do it, Gunmetal. So I'm packing that shade on and then going in with just a clean blending brush, I can't talk, and just blending Gunmetal out. And then once I'm done doing it with a clean brush, I'm picking up Gunmetal just a little bit and buffing it into the crease so I have a better gradient. Of course, after all that blending, I did lose some of that intensity, so I'm just going back in and packing more of Gunmetal on. And then going into Creep, which is like a glittery black. It's almost like a glittery like charcoal black, to be honest. I'm putting that in the outer V with this small shader brush by Eco Tools, and I'm bringing it up into the crease as well, as you can see. And I'm bringing the shade a little bit further out, more so than I usually do. I just wanted to try that out, I guess, a little bit, try something different. So I'm bringing that out a little bit more and then blending everything out with that Sigma E25. So after doing 2 layers of Creep, I'm going back into the Naked 2 palette and picking up Tease and just making sure those edges are smooth and smoky. I also want to make sure that you can see Tease popping right above that Gunmetal color, so just making sure that's there. And then of course I'm doing the same thing to my other eye, packing on Gunmetal, blending it out, and then applying Creep. For concealer today, I'm using the NYX HD Concealer, and this was almost empty, and I really don't remember using it often, so I don't know what's going on with that. I mixed it with some of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I usually line up my eyeshadow with my lower lash line, but because I went further out for this look, I left it a little bit low. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about soon. And then I'm just blending everything out, and then I'm going in with Foxy from the Naked 2 palette. I'm using like the basics from the Naked 2 palette, like the transition color and the highlight shade, and just putting that right underneath my my brow bone, excuse me. So as you can see here, you can see the shadow dips a little bit, and I'm using the regular Physicians Formula eyeliner in black and just creating a wing, and I really like the way this came out. So at this point, just doing the liner and then setting my concealer with the 2 shades from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Kit. Now going in with the L'Oreal Matte black eyeliner, I'm just lining my waterline, which I hate doing, it drives me crazy, but I feel like it really adds kind of like that sultry look to the eyeshadow. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm putting Creep on the outer half of my lower lash line, and then I'm putting Gunmetal in the inner portions of my lower lash line. I'm picking up some more of Tease and just blending out that lower lash line so it isn't so harsh. For mascara, mascara today, I'm using L'Oreal's Telescopic, and I probably should have used false lashes, but to be honest guys, I'm not a huge fan of false lashes, so I skipped them. On to the face. I'm setting my face with the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and because I'm breaking out on my chin, I really didn't like the way my face makeup came out. Does that happen to you guys? It's like when you break out, you just hate your face makeup. So I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Kit. I'm mixing those two shades and just contouring my face like I usually do. My cheeks, my temples, and all that jazz, I guess you could say. And then to bronze up my face, I'm using the Physicians Formula Medium to Dark Bronze Booster bronzer, and just pretty much bronzing in the same areas where I contoured. And I mean, like I said, I hate the way my face looks. Anyway, I'm using the Sephora blush. I'll leave the name down below, but I didn't want a lot of blush on. I just wanted a little bit, so I'm just applying that to my cheeks. And then for a highlighter today, I'm using Laura Gellar's, Gilded Honey. And I wish I would have used this wet just to see what it looked like, but moving on to lips, I'm using Stripdown by MAC, and I decided let me just fill in my whole lips. Didn't like the way it looked, so I put on Blankety. It didn't like the way that looked, so I put on Clueless by Colourpop, and then I was like, okay, I can deal with this. So that finishes up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye!